Remember to stay hydrated, and today I'm going to be showing you guys what I plan to carry for the month of August. This EDC kit is absolutely jam-packed, and hopefully I give you guys some really good recommendations for your own everyday carry. For now, sit back, relax, and let's get it. So it's around that time again where I show you guys what I plan to carry for the entirety of the month. If you guys are new to the monthly pocket dump series, what I basically do is come up with a bunch of different EDC items and products and then combine it into one video. This is a curated loadout and none of the products I'm showing you guys are sponsored, so let's not waste too much of your time and get right into it. So my first item is of course my pouch, and this is the Notorious EDC AGP or All Good pouch. I've actually done a full review on this pouch already, so if you're interested in seeing that, I'll be leaving a link in the description below. But the reason why I chose the AGP is because it can carry a bunch of gear, and then I wanted to see how it would fit in with the snack time sling, which we'll cover here in just a second. Now in terms of this pouch, I've got it loaded up with a bunch of different patches. It's got some accessories like this JRW Curator Flex bead along with a Tactile Knife Co. Timascus unetched bead, and of course this lanyard. And then in terms of the patches, I've got this big one here, the Salt Girl from Castle Grayscale. To the left of that, we've got a Reclub patch along with a Pondium OK patch. Right above that is going to be the Data Crew Nike Coffin patch. Above that is going to be the Cart Sniped and a red beer bomb patch from Notorious EDC. I'll show you guys what this is all about here in just a moment. Above that is going to be the Everyday Minimalist V2 patch, and then of course our V1 Stacks patch in this really nice cement gray. Onto the back side, I've got a zipper here with a custom paracord and then a few band-aids in here just in case I burn or cut myself. It's just really nice to have that emergency backup first aid in the pouch. Going to unzip the AGP, there's a ton of stuff in here, but before we get into that, let's give a quick word for today's sponsor. This video is brought to you by the House of Blades, a premier knife dealer located in Fort Worth, Texas. We had the opportunity to visit House of Blades down at Blade Show, Texas, and man, was it absolutely insane. They literally stock any knife that you can possibly think of, anywhere between Chris Reeve knives, Benchmade, Spyderco, ZT, Kershaw, Civivi, WE knives, you name it, and they will probably have it. And if you're into personalizing your own knife or water bottle or whatever it might be, they actually have a crazy laser engraving room that we got to see. These machines cost thousands of dollars, but if you email House of Blades, they'll charge you like 10 to 20 bucks to get your own logo or whatever you want onto that surface. Now if you plan to get anything from House of Blades, use code EDM for 10% off your entire order. Thank you so much to House of Blades for continuing to support Everyday Minimalists. I wouldn't be able to do what I do for you guys without them, but let's get back to the video. So on the interior of the pouch, there's a bunch of different stuff in here and we'll cover everything, don't worry. The first thing is going to be my awesome hank, topographic hank, and I just really like to have a hank to separate everything, and it makes it so that this stuff doesn't scratch against each other when it's in transit. We'll go from left to right, and inside this zipper pocket is going to be my microfiber cloth that I like to have on me. This is just really good to clean off any sunglasses lenses, my lens filters, as well as my phone screen. That just makes it really convenient if I'm cleaning off something delicate. Next to the zipper pocket is going to be my secondary knife of choice, and this is the ESNYX Beer Buster slip joint. I believe this is the first time I've ever featured the Beer Buster on the channel, and the reason why I chose this one is because it just has a really minimalist aesthetic. This one has an M390 hand rubbed blade along with titanium scales, and what I really like about this knife specifically is it does have a built-in bottle opener. I've used this a couple times, but listen to the walk and talk with this knife. It just sounds really good, and I really like the overall aesthetic of this knife. Next to the Beer Buster is my pen, and this is the 8-bit from Tactile Turn. It is a side click mini standard, and I just really like the milling that they've done on the pocket clip. It's orange, kind of matches the theme of the interior of the pouch, and in my opinion, this is a really easy to use pen. Of course, this is a seasonal release pen, and if they're still available, I'll be leaving a link in the description below. And next to the pen is going to be my pry bar of choice, and this is the Mr. Nice Bar from Nice Guy Machine Co. The cool thing about the AGP is it can actually fit full-length pry bars like the Mr. Nice Bar and still have some extra space, so that way it can zip up. Now the reason why I like the Mr. Nice Bar so much is because I can fit my whole hand around it and then still get a grip with whatever I'm prying or if I'm screwing in something. This one also does have a bottle opener. You guys are going to see a bunch of redundancy in this video, but that's the perks of having cool EDC gear. This Mr. Nice Bar is sporting a zero feud bead. I don't necessarily need to leave it on there, it just adds adds to the overall aesthetic. Now onto the right hand side, and there is a ton of gear on this side, so I'll try to make this as fast as possible, but the first item is going to be my fidget of choice, and this is the LAUTIE mechanic. This is basically just bearings, and that has magnets built in. You can actually switch them out to adjust the tension and how much it clicks. Well, let me take a second so you guys can hear this. Yeah, this is just really fun to play with. If I just want to fidget, if I want to just treat my ADD needs, this thing comes in on clutch. Now this is the brass and zirconium version again, so this is a very nice piece of pocket art slash fidget. Shoutouts to Balin for picking up the mechanic for me at the PNW custom show. He showed me a picture of the LAUTIE booth, and I really wanted one of these, so he grabbed one for me, so thank you so much, Balin. Next to the mechanic is going to be this guy here. It's very small, and it is my tie toothpick from Daily Carry Co. There's been times where I needed to clean off something really tiny and minuscule or clean out something in my teeth, and this tie pick has come in on clutch multiple times. This thing is super compact, and it basically screws into itself to subtract 40% in size, just really easy to carry and very lightweight. Under both of those things is this guy right here, and we'll reference back to the front of the pouch. This is my Supreme Red Beer Bomb. I got this thing at Blade Show, Texas, and man, this is one of the statement pieces of pocket art in my collection. It's used as an SFK, or if you want to use it as a bottle opener, it does operate that way as well. I've gone ahead and customized mine with a red Curator Flex bead from JRW, and then this is a brand new slip that Balin also got me at that custom show in Portland. This slip is definitely going to protect that red coating, especially if there's a bunch of hard goods inside the pouch. So moving to the middle side of the pouch is my bit driver, and this is the Combat Beads Mark II bit driver in titanium. I absolutely love to tinker with my knives, maintenance them. I like to maintenance other people's knives, so having this tool specifically in the loadout is very important to me. This is probably the #1 tool that I use when it comes to knife maintenance. It basically has a magnetic cap on it, and then it stores the bits on the inside of the bit driver. I've got this outfitted with a T10, T8, and T6 bit. You can basically leave those bits in there, and then the bit magnetically attaches. It's got a bearing. It just makes things very easy to disassemble. I grabbed my Mark II bit driver from Urban EDC Supply, so if these are in stock, I'll leave a link in the description below. If not, sign up for their newsletter so you know when these things are available. Next up is my secondary flashlight, and this is the Rovi Von Aurora A2. This thing is absolutely tiny. This thing is actually made to be a keychain flashlight, but I like to keep my keys very lightweight, so I just added on this paracord along with this Big Idea design titanium bead. This thing is super great just because of its small, tiny, compact size and its high output. It is USB-C rechargeable, and the mode that I use the most is this Moonlight mode, which this thing can go for hours. This is the titanium variant, and it just looks really nice. It's super compact, and it's pretty inexpensive. The last two items are going to be my lip balm. Because I live in a desert here in Utah, having lip balm on me is very important unless I want super cracked up lips, and no one wants that. And right under that is going to be my multi-tool, and this is a tiny little Leatherman Squirt PS4. Again, this is supposed to be another keychain tool, but I've gone ahead and added on a paracord just for the aesthetics. And the main thing I use this thing for is the pliers set. This thing is absolutely tiny, and it comes in on clutch multiple times if I need any pliers. So that's everything inside the pouch. Let me show you guys how I plan on carrying the AGP. A lot of you guys have that question, so let me show you that real quick. This right here is my Data Crew Snack Time Sling, and that's how I intend to carry the AGP. I've done a full review on the Snack Time Sling. This may be the best EDC sling bag that you can possibly get in 2023, but I just intend on throwing the AGP inside the Snack Time Sling like this. I've taken out that accessory tray insert. There's some field notes in here, and it fits in there like a dream. Inside the Snack Time Sling, I've got a few other things, a pack of field notes, so that way if I need to jot down anything, I have this on me. Next to that is going to be my tie EDS from Big Idea Design. So this is just a really accessible screwdriver. This is just a really convenient place in case I need a Phillips or flathead bit driver. It's just really accessible if it's outside of the pouch. So this goes into this little slot, and then right next to that is going to be my primary EDC flashlight for this month. This right here is called the Arcadian Peanut, and it's from CWF Flashlights. I actually got mine at Urban EDC Supply as well. This is not a cheap flashlight whatsoever. I believe it's $500+, and that makes this an extremely bougie flashlight, but it gets insanely bright. I believe it puts out over 1700 lumens. Like you guys can just see that right right there on my set. But what I really like about this flashlight specifically is how compact it is. It's extremely short and it's really easy to do tail switch presses with this thing. I really like the overall form factor, and you guys may be seeing this flashlight in future videos. Back to the snack time sling. Inside this mesh pocket, I've got some KPL, another Hank, just in case I need to wipe off my knife. And then on this front side pocket, I usually leave my wallet or keys. I'm not in a big, huge urban city, so there's really no point to hide my stuff. If I were in New York, then I'd probably put my keys and wallet on the back side. Now this sling bag makes it super convenient so that I can just carry a fixed blade. This actually has no belt loop or anything attached to it. And this is my brand new VERO AXON fixed blade with the black micarta and hand rubbed M390 blade. If you guys know me, I don't really carry around fixed blades, but when I have the option to carry one, I can easily throw it into my sling bag. I've actually been using the VERO AXON fixed blade as a food prep knife. If you guys want to see more about this thing, let me know in the comments section below. Last but not least, what is my primary EDC knife? And that is going to be the VERO SYNAPSE. This thing has been consuming my pockets just because of the customability with the scale swapping. I've got brass scales on here at the moment. This thing originally came with marble carbon fiber scales, but the brass just makes this thing feel super chunky. And the SYNAPSE has been dominating my EDC rotation. This is just such a badass knife. I'll probably do a full review here soon. Again, let me know in the comment section if you want to see that. But there you guys have it, what I plan to carry for the month of August. If you guys have any other suggestions on what EDC tools and other gear that I should be checking out, let me know in the comment section below. And if you made it this far in the video, throw me a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this content, throw me a thumbs down if you disliked it, and I promise you I'll do better next time. Aside from that, thank you guys so much for dropping by, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.